Jade here from The Hungry Vegan. I am so rugged up and I'm in my car because it's the middle of winter here in Australia and it's quite cold. I've got an hour break before I get back to work, so I thought I'd do a quick video. Now, one of the things I see throughout the forum is people struggling constantly when it comes to dinner time. They're managing to be raw throughout the day, and I call it raw till potato. Come potato time or starch time or rice time, whatever it is that you generally have at dinner, people are struggling. And something a lot of people say is it's really hard because I have to cook for my family, etc, etc. Well, I cook for my family too, so I understand that struggle. Now, what I have started to do when I cook for my family, I generally cook enough food so it'll last a couple of days. I'm not saying I give them the same dinner every night because they would kill me. They'd say, oh my God, Jade, how many times do I have to have the same spaghetti or whatever it is that they're having? But I'll make a couple of meals like on a Monday and I'll have them last through so that each night when I come home, I'm not putting myself through that same struggle of constantly making other people's meals. And I understand I'm a mother, I've got a partner, I get it, I get all of that, and I get how hard it is. I also, when I was transitioning, I deliberately didn't make food that I absolutely adored, because if I was making that food that I absolutely adored, that temptation may have come in. So just to help myself, I didn't make all my favourite style meals. Now, the other thing is some people don't have that problem. It's just because of that habit, and it is that habit that we like to have a cooked meal at dinner time. Where, over your whole life, you've probably had the same breakfast, same lunch every day, but dinner's always that variety, and it's always that meal that you tend to look forward to. So, one of the things I suggest to people is make sure you have your dinner made for when you get home. So when you first get home from work, let's say if you get home at 5 o'clock, I know most people aren't 9 to 5 anymore, but let's just say working 9 till 5. Okay, so you're working 5 till 5. Have a couple of bits of fruit when you first come home first, because when you're satiated, you're not searching for more food. So that's the first thing I'd suggest is when you get home, have a couple of bits of fruit, let your brain just calm, get that fruit into you, and then you're thinking a little bit different. If you say, oh no, I can't eat till dinner time, by the time you start smelling your family's food, forget about it. Or if you don't have your family, you're just thinking, oh, it's too much, it's too hard. I can easily just put some pasta on and it's easy. I know how to make it. So make sure you have your food ready for the next day. Now, one of the things that I love is a vegan chili, and I make that, and I can make that the night before, and it's so much better the night before because all the juices and everything have gone through all the vegetables and salad that I've got all little chopped up, and I put the beautiful chili sauce on it, let it settle, and that's beautiful the next day. And I'm actually excited to get home. Or make delicious dressings. If you make delicious dressings, ones that you thrive on, and you say, oh my God, I'm so excited, like I did last night. I made the best dressing. 10 pieces of celery, 2 zucchinis. I peeled the zucchinis, threw them in, 1 whole lemon, 2 medjool dates, and 2 tablespoons of tahini, and I blended that down. Oh my goodness, and I was excited to get home. So then you can make yourself excited to get home and eat that salad. If you're sitting there and you're just having basic salad with nothing on it, of course you're craving something else. You're saying, oh my God. So really get some variety in your salad dressings. Be free to go to my Instagram, @thehungry_vegan. I've got plenty of dressings on there. You don't have to then be searching or going out and buying an ebook. If you don't have the money for any of that, just get them off my Instagram. They're free. Okay, so go there, get your recipes, look for something you like. The other thing I suggest to people, especially when you're transitioning, is if you have a dehydrator, now you don't need a dehydrator to be raw. In fact, the higher water food that you eat, the better. It's better for your skin, it's better for your hair, your face, your body, your digestion, everything. However, we are transitioning, so you may have those cravings. I found for me, when transitioning, having raw crackers on hand or making some raw wraps really made all the difference for me. And it just helped me get that crunch you know, and I like having a crunch. But have variety in your dinner meals. This is going to stop you from having that craving for cooked food. And I'm not going to say it's easy at first, because I assure you it wasn't. It generally takes 21 days, they reckon, to concrete a habit. But I tell you what, cooked food is a long-term habit. I mean, this is like since birth, pretty much, you've had cooked food. Once you're off your breast or bottle, you're eating cooked food. So this is like massive habit that you've got to change. So I get that it's so ingrained into us. But I've found the longer and longer that I am raw, I don't even think about having cooked food now. In fact, the smell actually can turn my nose funny. So I go, oh, not for me. So, not because I've got a big nose, okay? But, so yeah, just organise yourself. And the other thing you've got to make sure of is make sure you're eating enough during the day. Like, I'm seeing people like having like 2 bananas and 1 kiwi fruit or something during the day. Of course you're going to be craving cooked food. You're hungry. You have to satiate yourself during the day. You have to be eating enough food. If you're not eating enough fruit throughout the day, you are going to be hungry come dinner time. And of course you're going to be thinking about stuffing your face with a couple of potatoes and a big bowl of rice. So really, from the moment you get up, fill yourself up. And you should be aiming to have at least, 1,800 to 2,500 calories in fruit. Then you want to be adding some greens in, some lettuce, cucumber, baby spinach, whatever, because they help you keep full for longer too. Plus, I find when I have a lot of greens in my diet, it eliminates my cravings. And the fuller you are throughout the day, the less likely you are to binge. If you've got binge eating problems, and I'm come from a long line of binging, I'm a binger. So for me, I need to stay full throughout the day, because if I'm hungry, then I'm searching, I'm looking for food. So it's really important you stay full during the day. Now, this is just my suggestions. This is what's worked for me, and I believe it'll work for you. So really, when you wake up in the morning, have a fruit breakfast. I've been seeing some of the weirdest things people think they want to have for breakfast. Like, it's not raw, okay? Having a fruit breakfast, I would suggest having high water fruit in the morning to break your fast. This is why I tend to go for watermelon first thing in the morning. It's hydrating, which when we wake up in the morning, we are dehydrated. It's the longest period of time we go without any water going into our system. So having some melon, if you don't like melon, some mangoes, apple, even if you're having a smoothie, if you choose to go for dates or bananas, which aren't as high water, which that's not a problem, but have them with coconut water or some filtered water so that you're getting that hydration into you. It's really important first thing in the morning. Ensure that you stay hydrated during the day also. That's going to make all the difference to you staying full for long periods of time and eliminating cravings. The last thing is, if you're going out on an evening and you know that most people are going to be eating cooked food, make sure you bring your own food. Don't just think, oh, they're going to have a bit of salad. Now, they're going to have 1 bowl of salad there, which is, what you're supposed to be eating. You want that much salad. They're going to have 1 bowl of salad there, and that's probably going to be for about 10 people. How are you going to stay full on that? You're not going to say, oh, well, I'll just grab that salad. Everyone's going to look and go, what? So make sure you bring your own food. If you're worried about what people are going to think, people are going to say, just ring the host beforehand. Just say, look, I'm just letting you know I'm eating 100% raw. I'm going to be bringing my own food. That is how you avoid slipping into problems there. If you're going out for dinner, plan before you go out. See what they've got on their menu. See how you can work it out. Or you can just be like me and say, I'm not going anywhere that hasn't got raw options, which I think we've got about 1 or 2 places in Adelaide I can go to. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm an outcast. I can outcast myself. That's fine. But if you are a really social person and you go out a lot, work around it. And ultimately, if you think, oh God, there's not going to be enough there, eat before you go. When you get there, just order yourself a side salad so you don't feel like you're left out. Okay, they're my tips for today. I'm not going to keep going forever because it's 10 minutes. I only wanted to be 5. Sorry guys, I hope this message helped you. If you like this video, give it the thumbs up. Share it, subscribe to my channel, find me on Instagram, and please join my forum, Raw Vegan Fruitarians for Life. See you soon.